Welcome to Discover La Jolla, where we shine a light on the jewel of San Diego, La Jolla, California. I'm here with Jay Guan of Tint World, Miramar.
Hello, Courtney. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on our podcast today. And we're so excited to learn more about you, hear your story, and why you got started with Tint World. I know it's very personal to you, and I'm very excited to share the story with our viewers.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah, so I started Tint World after I graduated from Loyola Marymount University. I got a degree of entrepreneurship there. And after I graduated, I went back home to Merced, California. My parents have a Chinese restaurant, so I worked for them for a long time. And I didn't want to be in the food service anymore. I always loved cars since I was a kid. So we started to look at San Diego, and I found a bunch of business. I say within a week and a half, I bought Tint World. And that's about almost 14 years ago.
So you've been around for a long time, and you do tints, but you do other services as well.
Yes, so we do paint protection film, which is a clear film that block, from scratches and rock chips to keep your car new. We do ceramic coating, which make your car really shiny and makes it easy to clean, as well as window tint.
Yeah. So I think being in Southern California, especially San Diego, where it's so sunny all the time, and, cars don't come with tint. So I even know we were at your shop earlier this week. We did some filming, which was super fun. And we had the owner of our company, Real Talk. He came in and he got his car tinted, and he didn't even know how much heat was coming in. So why do you think it's so important for people to get their cars tinted?
My team and I, we talk to probably over 100 people a day.
Wow.
And nobody knows the benefit of the new ceramic window tint because it's a relatively new technology. So most glass has pretty poor UV blockage. So you could put a clear film on all of your windows, including the windshields, the front two windows, and your roof to block out all the heat and all the UVs. Back in the days, I think people think window tints are blacking out your vehicle, and it has no heat rejection
it's more
properties.
Of aesthetic.
Yeah. So now, as ceramic technology changed, you could have a clear film that blocks out the heat and the UV. And that's where I'm an advocate to try to get the public to know that. I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
And when we didn't have window tint and we try to travel with the kids and they just complain in the car. We can't get them out of the house for more than 30 minutes. They start screaming and kicking. And then after we put the good tint on there, we could do road trips. And they're protected in the, from the UV ray as well.
You don't realize how important it is to have that tint, especially not only in the front, like as a driver, but also the back seat. And what I didn't realize was even the
privacy glass.
The privacy glass,
yes.
like the roof. Like you have to kind of tint all angles to be fully protected.
Yeah. So even the privacy glass in the back that comes from truck, minivans, and SUVs. So minivan and SUV, a lot of people, they have the younger kids in the back. And they think the UV are blocked. They think it's like privacy glass is tinted already.
Yeah, because it's dark and it comes that way.
But it's just a stained glass. So UV cannot penetrate through plastic. So if you put a film on there, it will block out 99.9% of UV.
Wow.
According to Skin Cancer Foundation, 1 out of 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in their lifetime.
Oh my gosh, that's a very high statistic.
And over 95% of the skin cancer related are due to UV radiations.
Yeah.
And also your eye too. So ophthalmologists and dermatologists, they all, from their research study that from your left side where you face the sun for your windows, you have a higher rate of like blindness, eye disease, also aging. That's another thing. UV kind of damage your skin tissues, so it causes wrinkle. So there's just so much benefit of putting a clear ceramic film on your window. And if the public know that, later on it's going to become kind of like a common knowledge. As soon as people get a car, I want to get it protected, I want to get my kids protected, and then also blocking out the heat.
Exactly. Yeah, it's things you don't even realize. And we're in our car so much and for so long, driving around for work, for school pickups, all that. So you don't realize like how much the UV is really penetrating to your skin. And creating that damage. And if there's a way to prevent that, getting more knowledge about that out is so important.
100%. So according to studies, average Americans spend over 100 minutes in their car. And in San Diego, we have a lot of traffic, so probably more.
Yeah.
And just think about like over the years how much UV radiation exposure is that you and your loved one exposed to in the car.
Yeah.
And by putting some sort of film on there, you'll be able to completely protect them. So big health prevention.
Definitely. Now let's talk about your journey as an entrepreneur. What would you say has been one of the challenges of owning your own business, and or one of those rewarding parts as well, since there's always highs and lows?
Yeah, it's challenging. I think that's what I like about it. So waking up every day, you'll be able to there's always something new. There's always chaos. So I like the excitement of that. Waking up every day to be able to solve a problem and just continue to grow the business. So I love that aspect of it. And then the downside is also a lot of problem, a lot of responsibility, a lot of sleepless nights. But things get easier. You be able to create your own schedules, and I think the reward of owning a business is you could dictate what you do and what you put in, and it's worth it at the end because you build it with your hand.
Definitely. And it's so important. And thank you so much for sharing a little bit about this and helping spread the word. Now, if someone's watching this and they're like, I need to get my car tinted, what's the best way to get in touch with you and book an appointment at Tint World?
Okay. So I own Tint World Miramar, and you can just give us a call and they'll be able to walk you through everything. We also do free consultations so they can come in. We can go over the benefits of different films, and it's pretty straightforward.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. It was such an incredible story to hear from you, and we look forward to having you on again.
For sure. Thank you.